to direct one's attention or efforts. Focus involves the ability to pay attention to things that will help and avoid distractions that will hurt your efforts. Focus is so important because it is the gateway to all thinking, perception, memory, learning, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making. Without focus, you will not be as effective in your efforts, because if you're not concentrating on the right things or are distracted, you will not be capable of getting things done. Being focused on one thing for a certain period of time allows you to do better quality of work. More work gets done quicker, and your creative ideas flow easier. Being focused on one task at a time is actually less stressful on your mind, and being less stressed allows you to be happier. Being focused in the present moment means that you are slowly focused on the one activity you're trying to complete. Anything else is not important at the moment. So you should shut out all distractions and give your full and undivided attention to the task at hand. It is not about doing the most work. It is about doing your most important work to the highest standard. Only being focused allows you to do exactly that. Focus can truly change everything. Energy flows where the attention goes. When you focus on something, it actually expands. It is necessary to understand why focus is so important. Focus can change your life dramatically. When you focus on your life to make it better, it will start to get better. The secret of change is all your energy focused in not fighting the old, but building the new. The more you focus in life, the better your life will be. Focus will help you to discover the path you don't even know exists. We become so blinded with our problems in life that we forget to focus on possibilities. So you need to start looking for possibilities in your life, and you will open new doors to the new opportunities. Just remember that focus is important in your life in order to embrace the opportunity around you. Focus will help you expand your intelligence and your knowledge. When you start to focus on learning, your knowledge will expand. Focus on learning new things every day. Make learning a priority in your life. When you focus on expanding your knowledge, your life will automatically expand. Distraction will always knock on your doors. It is your choice what you choose between focus versus distraction. Focus will help you become more productive, and everything you do, it will actually help you to bring your attention towards a particular task as a primary objective. Everything else is secondary. Did you know that most people never focus on being productive? Instead, they focus on being busy. Your focus will determine the level of achievement you accomplish in your life. And life is like a camera. Focus on what is important and capture it. When you are focused, no one can stop you to achieve the success. Successful people are focused on their mission. They work on their goals every single day. This helps them achieve success faster. Most people try something but never stay consistent. It becomes their roadblock. Focus is closely related to self-control. When you think of barriers to the process of focusing on something, the word self-control is usually one of the reasons why people cannot focus. Lack of self-control, and it results in lack of focus, because the two have more in common than what you really think. People often cannot focus because they are distracted by other things, which is why clearing your mind of unnecessary things is critical when you're trying to focus. Believe it or not, you can learn to tune out distractions, and a controlled mind that wonders. It just takes practice. Anybody can do it if they simply try and stay consistent. How can you ensure that you have ideal focus that will result in productive and efficient outputs? Declutter your mind. One thing I'm sure you would agree with is that a cluttered mind cannot focus. If your mind is filled with stuff, you will not be able to focus well. So observe and prioritize. Clear your mind of anything that doesn't relate to what you want to focus on. The less clutter you have in your mind, the better you will be able to focus. You have to keep observing. Recognize when your mind shifts from what you want the focus to be on, and make a conscious choice to go back and what you want to focus on, as that has the highest priority here and now. Master your technology. The single greatest obstacle to being focused in this digital age is your technology. Computers, tablets, smartphones, the pings, the vibrations, and other notifications signaling to you that a voicemail, email, text message, or a social media update has arrived is a constant source of distraction. The best thing you can do to focus is that when it is time to get something done, turn off your technology and focus on the task at hand without distraction or interruption. Focus on the 4 P's. The first P is perform. Ask yourself, what do you need to perform at your best? And then create an environment that will allow for optimal performance. The second P is process, which involves focusing entirely on what you need to do to complete a high-quality outcome without concern for the outcome itself. The third P is present, which means focusing on now rather than on what has happened in the past or what might happen in the future. The fourth P is productivity, which involves focusing only on those things and blocking out distractions that will enable you to be the most productive you can be. Measure your results. Measure your progress. Focus often fades because of lack of feedback. Your brain has a desire to know whether or not you're making progress towards your goals, and it is impossible to know that without getting feedback. Measurement maintains focus and concentration. The things we measure are the things we improve. It is only through numbers and clear tracking that we have an idea if we're getting better or worse. The trick is to realize that measuring is not a judgment about who you are. It is simply feedback on where you are. So measure to discover, to find out, to understand. Measure to get to know yourself better. Measure to see if you're actually spending time on the things that are important to you. Measure, because it will help you focus on the things that matter and ignore the things that don't. Focus on the process, not the event. To maintain long-term focus is to concentrate on the process, not the events. Way too often, we see success as an event that can be achieved and completed. If I just lose 20 pounds, then I'll be in shape. If we could get our business featured in the New York Times, then we'll be set. If I could just get my work featured in a bigger gallery, then I'd have credibility I need. Just few examples of many ways that we categorize success as a single event. But if you look at the people who stay focused on their goals, you start to realize it is not the events or the results that make them different. It is the commitment to the process. They fall in love with the daily practice, not the individual event. Choose an anchor task. Assign one and only one priority to each work day. You can plan to complete other things during the day. Your priority task is the one non-negotiable thing that must get done. Anchor task is the mainstay that holds the rest of your day in place. The power of choosing one priority is that it naturally guides your behavior by forcing you to organize your life around that one responsibility. Manage your energy, not your time. If the task requires your full attention, then schedule it for a time of day when you have the energy needed to focus. Observe and notice when your energy is highest. This is when you will focus best and make the best strategic decisions. Nearly every productivity strategy obsesses over managing your time, but time is useless if you don't have the energy you need to complete the task you are working on. Stay away from negative people. They have problems for every situation. If you listen to them, chances are you will never become productive in life. They neither work nor let you do the work. When you are focused, make sure they are not around you. When you notice someone trying to say anything negative, understand it is just another distraction. Do not allow your focus to go there. Say, no, thank you. Be clear on what you really want to achieve. Choose deliberately. Prune your to-do list. Declutter your schedule. Shed meaningless tasks and forget about goals that no longer serve you. Switch gears or change the channel. When something isn't right for you, say, no, thank you. Read every day. Did you know if you read 45 minutes a day, you will read a whole book in 1 week? Reading is a very powerful tool to give your brain a healthy workout so you can focus better. Reading trains your brain to get ready for highly effective work. Most people want to produce great work, but they do not invest energy and time into their greatest asset, brain. If you can take control of your ability to focus and block out distractions, you have given yourself a powerful tool that will enable you to perform at consistently high level and be both effective and efficient in all of your efforts. Your brain is not a muscle, but it works similarly to your other muscles. This means that over time, you can train your brain to focus better. And you can start by concentrating on one thing, and one thing only, for 5 minutes at a time. Remember, decluttering of the mind. Concentrate only on one thing. After you've mastered these 5 minutes, shoot for 10, then for 15. And, well, only you can set your own limits. Without a doubt, the number one obstacle standing between people and their dreams is a lack of focus. Focus on continuation of the dialogue, acceptance, learning. I have the power to choose what to focus on. It is about moving forward. When you focus your attention to the exclusion of your environment, your body, and time, you can easily move from thinking to being without having to do anything. In that state of mind, your brain does not distinguish what is happening in the outer world of reality and what is happening in the inner world of your mind. If you can mentally rehearse a desired experience via thought alone, you will experience the emotion of that event before it has physically manifested. Now, you're moving into a new state of being because your mind and body are aligned and working together. When you start to focus on the outcome rather than the obstacle, your life will never be the same. After all, if you focus on the known, you get the known. If you focus on the unknown, you create a possibility.